Alright, this next bit can be a bugger of a job, just because it is. What I might do is first though, let's accelerate the cable. There it is. Do the cable, so you don't have to do it in there while it's in there. It's popped in. Alright, I'll button it up and then I'll start it again. Basically tighten up your clips now, then drop your airbox in and we'll get that on. So next bit, oh, and the fuel line, got to put the fuel line back on too as you put the airbox back in. It'll be easier doing it afterwards, after the airbox. And if I remember, there was a breather for the airbox, so I can't forget that. Stick that there, that'll make me remember it. Alright, I'll get all that in, then I'll start recording again. As I said, this can be a bugger. Try and get it on the angle with the carbies as best you can, because you've got to line up the rubber to get over the lip, so to say, and it can get a little fold in it. Oh, this is a bugger. Alright, I'm going to pause recording for fear of putting swear words on YouTube. Alright, had a wow moment I had to share with you. I'm struggling and bending and put my hand in and I felt the edge. If you get your hand in the airbox, you can actually push that lip around the carbies themselves. So yeah, cool. Much easier. Just going to make sure the carbies are in properly. Yeah, they feel like it. Alright, get that strap back on and tighten it up. That's on. And that feels on all the way around too. Cool. Tighten everything up time. You don't need to see that. Oh, don't forget to put your two clutch doobies back in too. They just slide back in to their little holes and just screw in. Alright, yeah, tighten everything up, bolt everything back on. I won't video that, so I'll see you at stage next. Alright, okay, everything's buttoned up, tightened up. They were a bugger to get on in the end, those straps, because they wanted to be on an angle. Had to click them over, so there's not much room to work with. Fuel line's on, track cables are on and tightened, that's on and alright, no it isn't tight. Just going to nip that up. Oh, the throttle cap Don't want the throttle cable coming on at some point. Wouldn't be nice in traffic. Actually had a throttle stuck on before. I was splitting lanes at the time. Noticed the cars were just going in a little bit closer, so I backed off. Of course, it was stuck on and it wanted to go through, so I had to. Anyway, back to job at hand. All buttoned up. Pumping up petrol. Pumping. Now I can actually see fuel down there. Now I've got fuel dripping down there. Alright, I'll have to check that out. Alright, that little leakage I had was just the float level sorting out, but when in doubt, give it a clout. But I use a tiny little hammer just so you're not applying too much oomph. The handle probably weighs more than the head, but hey, you know, it's nice. Still got a nice little knock to it anyway. Let's try that again. Alright, hopefully no choke. Hello. That was interesting. Maybe a bit of choke. Yeah, hello. Everything's buttoned up. It's all in, it's all running, but it's not really revving right. I've cut a little short of the coil lead because that one was shorting out on me. I've since tested the other ones with the testing tool, and the other ones weren't giving me buzz. Yeah, I've sucked through a few times. It's either Carby balance or maybe it doesn't like the air setup that someone, I don't know, moved around maybe at one point. I'll start it again, see if I can use a bit of Aerostart to dislodge, well not Aerostart but Carby cleaner, just run it through, see if it flows through and helps. TestRide, I'll play with that idle a little bit, but I think Carby cleaner might have worked. Rev's past the point. It was at about between 5 and 7,000 RPM when it wouldn't really want to go more, so it's probably dislodged, hopefully. Yeah, alright, I'll kill it now. I'll kill it and put some fairing on it and then maybe take it for a spin. So yeah, next stage might be GoPro or whatever on my helmet. Alright, needs a good ride maybe. I reckon it really needs a good ride. But it runs, it idles, it revs past enough to get a good speed. So that'll do for now. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Dark vlog. Wrong camera. Anyway. It's all buttoned up enough. I'm going to leave the lower belly off. Give it a test ride tomorrow. In the morning, maybe, if it's nice enough. Nah, well, yeah, it's been cold. It should be still cold. Yeah, it's cold now, so let's see how it starts. Cold. It still starts. Choke. Interesting. That's with choke. That's with full choke. Right, I'm going to leave it. I don't want to make too much noise for the neighbours. But let's hope it starts better in the morning. Otherwise it might be something beyond the Carby, but I'm still confident that it's the Carby. But anyway, we shall see. Cool. Until the test ride video. Groovy. You don't do a good enough job. Seems to be idling alright. Before it idles high and then it lows. Oh, hey, a bit of a slippy on the back. What the hell? So I'll change leads next. See if that makes a difference. It should do. One was shorting out on my finger the other day, so that's probably what it is. Faulty leads, shorting out. Lawnmowers turn off by shorting it out. Anyway, back to the drawing board.